Hello, welcome to a new cooking channel. In this video I will show you how to make this mandala. I really like this example. I will also kiss your pleasure. I'm serving. I wanted to share my recipe with you. It's very easy and delicious. Please like and comment on my video. Goodbye. I used I used different colors. Subtitle MK. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment and click the like button. You can use it in different places too. Now I can start knitting. As I mentioned, this is a good way to use up leftover yarn like this. I can continue starting with this color. Yes, first I chose this color and let me show it on my hook like this, 3.5. I will start with the magic ring. I'm making my magic ring like this. I joined my circle like this. And from here I chain 3, yarn over, insert into the middle and make a double crochet. For the hook size, adjust it according to the tightness and looseness of your hand. Make ready items. I make double crochets into the ring. I made 20 of them and my ring is like this. By reducing it. We start with slip stitch. I'm joining the loop after that like this. I secure the yarn, then I cut the yarn. I will switch to a different color. I am choosing this color and will continue knitting with it in the same way. I make a knot like this from anywhere from the top of the double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I lock it here and similarly pulling 3 chains. I made 4 chains. Because there was also a middle chain, I'm putting it into the closest treble crochet. I am making a double crochet and pulling a chain. I'm making a double crochet to the one next to it, that is making the cages like this. I will continue until I reach the end of my turn. I proceed by making only 1 chain stitch in between. I'm continuing like this until the end of my turn.
Yes, very good.
I did it in a chain-like way between them, the same way, my stitch like this. I'm locking it here. Afterwards, I will switch to another color. I'm switching to the other color, yellow. Again, I pull out the same stitch like this, passing it through the chain stitch I made. Then I do 3 chains here, yarn over and hide the one at the back. Like this. Make 2 double crochets, then chain 1 and go to the next space to make a double crochet. I made 1 or 2 double crochets. I pull the chain stitch again next to me. I come to the space. I make a double crochet. We add the horn start. I will make double crochets with a chain stitch in between. I continue until the end of my row. I continued this way to the end of my row. Now I made a chain at the end. And the first one I did. I join it with a slip stitch to the next double crochet. Doing the same, I enlarge my loop. I lock it like this
Now I will switch to my other color later as well. I yarn over like this again. One chain. Now I'm pulling 3 chains because I will make 2 chains in between. I first make 5 chains here. I yarn over and insert into the same stitch this time. I'm pulling one by one. I'm coming to this gap without chaining the stitches again. All of them in one. Then I make 2 chain stitches in between and make a yarn over. One by one. I will create these like this, just inside them. There will be 2 chains in these parts. I'm wrapping it around. 2 together, 2 together. It will be V-shaped like this. There will be no chain in the middle parts. I just did it in the same stitch. There will be 2 chains in sections. I continue this way to the end of my row without them in the remaining sections. I continued until the end of the row. Now I will switch to my other color like this actually after this. So it's approximately 1, row 5 to 6. See you in the new videos. Goodbye. We will change the chains in between. See you in the new videos. Goodbye. Going to Arada. I'm saying double. I crocheted 3 chains here and there were 2 in between. Now I am crocheting 5 chains. I'm taking over in the same nest. We pull them all up one by one again. Then I make a chain in between here again and come back to the place I have made. Make 2 chains, then go back to the same place. I make the 3rd step I came to. Make a chain stitch. It is like a 3rd double crochet, but honestly not exactly a 3rd double crochet. I make 2 chain stitches. There are 2 chain stitches in between. Again to the same place. 1 chain and pull 1 out of each stitch I made. I am knitting a railing, leaving 2 chains in between, just like this. In this row there is only 1 chain in between, and continuing with 2 chains between the parts I've made, we go until the end of the row. I continued to the end of our row. Now I'm switching to my other color. With my other color, also in the same way, into these V parts, the good streams. Only the chains in between will be different. I will make my loop the same way from here. The triple double crochet, I pull 5 chains for the link in between, inserting into the same slot. I film each one individually. Here I make 2 chains. I come back to this V-shaped part again. I insert it there, do chains, draw 2 chains in all spaces. Let's continue. I'll continue this row the same way, pulling 2 chains between them till the end. I continued this way until the end of our row. Now I'm switching to my other color. In my other color again, I am locking my hand to the places where I made the chains. This I am pulling the chain because there are 2 gaps in between. We chain 5 and then insert it back here. By the way, I'm coming into the V without a chain. Same goes there. I only chain 2 in between in the sections
then to the other
Do not
side.
pull the chain.
I'm definitely
one.
jumping in, and we
What we
don't
have come
draw
to.
chains just in my
5.
cover. Don't forget to get angry while doing the double
I'm
group.
making chains.
Open it like this to these parts and these parts like this, leaving 2 chains in between. We are making groups. As I move to the other side, I continue without chaining until the end of my turn. I continue this way until the end of our turn. I will switch to another color. I will clean the back side in the same way. I pass through with a small hook in between. Clean up the other colored thread as well. Operation room number 3. Parceller is making a very successful debut. I will continue in the same way. And before the spots I've made, I am making 3 chains for the double crochet stitches and 2 for the chain spaces next to them. I am continuing by poking next to it, then I chain 1 and skip to this V here. I chain 2 again. I move to this chain and existing part, chain 2. We have completed the other wing of the V. Now I will continue this way until the end of the row, and then I will switch to a different color. I'm going to finish my turn by poking into the places where my V's are, just here in the place where I pull the chain. The 2 chains, I'll continue in a chain. Make 2 chains in between. Also make 2 chains in the V part over there. I will complete the next row in the same way. After that as well. The edges like this. Let's continue until the end of the row. Yes, I completed both of my rows like this. Now I'm moving on to the other color. With the other color too, same way from the V's, and I will start from the places I made inside. Now I pull 3 chains again, this time with 2 railings. I pull 2 at a time, 2 at a time. I took it again. Then I make 2 chains here. I yarn over and into the same place.
Thank you for
I make 4
translating.
groups of double crochets. I formed a group like this. Now I'm moving to the area next to it. So then 1 chain I press here. I'm doing a single crochet, then I chain 1, yarn over and go to the next way. I do a regular double crochet, pulling through 2, pulling through 2. After that, 2 chains, then 3 double crochets into the same V, then a chain stitch into the other hand's loop, 1 chain, moving to the next V. So in this row, this one as well, I'll continue like this. 3 double crochets, 2 chains again into the same space, 3 stitches, double crochet, then chain 1, single crochet in the next V, 1 chain stitch. Let's continue like this until the end of my row. I continue this way until the end of my turn. Now I'm coming to my last turn, where I again make a stitch. I determine I do it this way. Here I'm inserting into the top part of the double crochets I've made, starting with 3 chains here. Later on I considered it as a balustrade from the side. Now I am making my balustrades as usual. I insert at the top of the railings. Then here where I made 2 chains, I make 2 more. The first one I made, we join it to the top of the railing with a slip stitch. Again, in the same space, I make a 2 DC. I am doing a double crochet. Then from my next crochets, I continue to crochet the top parts, subtitle MK. I did it like this. Then I take the next stitch without chaining and move to the top part of the next railing, and these 2 I am making 3 of them.
Let me zoom in a little bit. Then, first put 2 chains into the gap where I drew 2 chains. Double handrail. Then 6 chains for 5, 6. To that part, I combine it with slip stitch. Here is the double handrail again, which I then put on top. Then sinking from the top of the banisters next to it, I continue. This is how I make eyelashes. You can make them smaller if you wish. You can make it bigger if you wish. Yes, we will continue like this until the end of our turn. Let me show you again. Without chains in these intermediate parts, I'm sinking into the top of the handrail, and I make double handrails. 3 things I did. Then put 2 chains where I drew 2 chains. Double handrail, and I'm pulling 6 chains here. Later. In this way, combine it by shifting stitches and knit to stitches again. Double handrail later. Sinking into the top of the 3 handrails I made. I continue. I will continue like this until the end of my turn. Yes, until the end of my turn, I continued, and thus I finished making the latch. Well, if you wonder how many inches my peg is, I measure it like this. So approximately. What I did was close to 30 centimeters. The other one is like this. It is approximately 25 centimeters. The difference between them is due to the crochet number. Well, I saw this at 3.5. Because I knitted it in 3s, that's why it was different. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would be glad if you like my videos. Goodbye. See you in another video.